Football's in the air, so you know what that means.
And the home opener for the Arkansas Razorback.
It's time to put on for the best fans in the country. 76,000 bleeding Cardinal and white. The roar from the crowd, that hog call, man, it's unforgettable.
They're rushing the field from all corners tonight.
After all the hard work, the early mornings, the runs, the lifts, the hot summer days, the grind of the offseason. And it is finally here.
Touchdown Arkansas, 41 yards for Tera. Straight ahead, Hill's got a huge hole, 35-40. Cameron Ball stacks in.
Braylon Russell's got a crease.
Braylon to the 40, to the 30.
This is season 132.
Hey Razorback fans, and welcome back to another season here on Hogs Plus of our Wooo Pig Pregame show. I am Tera Talmadge. We've got Quinn Grovey in the house with us as always. Back again, Q. I'm so excited that this week is finally here. It's game week.
Yeah, it's football season, and I get excited every time this comes around. I mean, for me, we talk about this every single year. It's like my holiday season.
Yep.
I love it. Christmas tree is up, and so it's the start of the holiday season at the Grovey house, but at the end of the day, you get a chance to go watch those Razorbacks, and that really is what drives everything in this state.
Yep.
Arkansas athletics. Now you get another opportunity to see your football team, and everybody's excited. We're undefeated. We're undefeated right now, and so it's time to go, and I know everybody will be ready to roll.
And everyone's so excited to see this team. I feel like we've been talking about it for months now. What are you looking forward to seeing from this team?
A lot.
Everything.
I mean, when you think about this football team, there's so much to think about. And when I look across the landscape of college football, I always look at a couple of things. I look at, for football teams that are coming back, are they bringing a quarterback back, and are they bringing a coordinator back?
Check.
We've got them
Check.
both. We got them both. And so for me, that's a big, big deal because coordinators are moving, quarterbacks are moving. You got to learn a new offense, but we've got them back in year two.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you can see year two with a coordinator like Bobby Petrino,
Yep.
that gives you an opportunity to be really, really successful because we've seen his offenses go sky high in year two. I don't expect anything less. I think this offense is going to be explosive. It's going to be very good. Talen Green's going to have a super, super season. Yeah. And then Travis Williams on the opposite side, he'll be able to take advantage of everything that's left on the table. I just think this team is poised to shock a lot of people.
I like the way you think, Q. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you're right about all of this. All right,
Yeah,
you mentioned Talen Green. We are very excited to see what he can do out on the field, especially in year two with offensive coordinator Bobby Petrino. And in the new series, we've got a 3-episode series of The Follow that is out right now. That first episode is free for everyone. And in that first episode, we get a little sneak peek of how Talen Green has been taking things to the next level. He's got a VR headset situation. It's a 360. He uses it at practice, uses it after to get some reps as well. Take a look here at this new technology that's helping Talen Green this summer.
Talen was wearing a little camera on his helmet, which I think might be new.
It's for video, for where you can see for a VR machine. I use that, and it's about a 30-minute, maybe 45-minute learning where it's virtual, where they can see the field off of practice tape and off of game tape.
Just put it in the GoPro on Talen's helmet right now, so then we can record this in 360. So when he goes into the virtual reality software, buys some reps, he can look at all the angles that he needs.
Let's do it.
If you just repped in this headset 20 minutes a day, 40 repetitions, you multiply that over 25 days, I mean, you're talking about a couple seasons worth of reps in just 25 days of fall camp. Fighter pilots don't train in blimps, right? They, outside of just being in the actual airplane, they're training in simulators. And if you think about quarterbacks, how they trained, most of us are trained by watching film from a drone view or a press box view or a lift view. And so the realities are different. A coach is trying to teach spatial awareness, timelines, defender movements from an environment in a plane that's entirely different than the shooter's view of the lens of the quarterback. And I think that's the aha moment I had as a coach, is when I put the Reps VR headset on and finally seeing things like my quarterback saw it, I was like, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. You know, I'm teaching open from this overview perspective, from the blimp, right? And my fighter pilot, my quarterback, he is in the heat of chaos, and this is what it looks like.
These are the masterminds behind the scenes. What's up? What's up?
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Talen is top tier. I mean, he's a one percenter. His attitude and just the fact that he sought Jalen Daniels out to ask, what are you doing to get better, to be who you are? I think that's just uncommon in today's game.
Safety off the hash, possible coming down. Yeah, I was talking to Jalen Daniels about it. Saw articles and he was training, and I was like, does it help? And he's like, bro, like it's the real deal. Honestly, I could have thrown anybody on this coverage.
There you go. There you go.
One more time. That was so smooth.
Yeah, you can see it on our computer screen how much better your tracking is, like in terms of smoothness. Yeah, we're watching what you're seeing here.
It's so smooth.
Seeing one particular defender, but seeing a space and reading the whole space. So it's definitely helping my eyes and getting through my reads quicker and identifying defense.
See 9 guys.
Gotcha.
8 to 9.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to get you to do.
For sure.
Within just one smooth saccade across with my eyes, can I process what 9 guys are doing?
Gotcha.
So let's try that. Just 2 snapshots of it.
All right.
Nice.
I can do that slide fade.
Let's do it again. We'll roll it back earlier.
You said slow, smooth.
This fast. You need to write that down.
And it's getting better.
Yeah.
Like that was even better than the previous one. Yeah.
Slower, smooth.
Smooth as fast.
3. Bunches on that.
You're all good. You're all good. I was just gonna grab that thing right here. You know what you're doing?
Yes.
Sir.
It's getting better.
You're getting better.
It's getting better.
His
Better be getting better.
Right?
Slow, smooth as fast. Coach.
Getting better. Wide vision.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It was just bang, bang, nope, out. And you were in rhythm, and it's something that I hadn't seen at that scale.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like where we want to be every time,
That worked.
So you're getting a tons better in just 3 days, man.
Definitely helped me with my reads and seeing where my eyes are and seeing more.
And so that growth mindset that he has and his ability to not being afraid to fail and look bad and knowing that's the only way he's going to learn, I think that's the thing. Those are rare traits.
That was it.
Quinn, have you ever used one of those VR headsets right there? I've used them once, and I gotta say, you gotta have a space for it, so you don't hit anyone. You get kind of caught up in it. It's like a whole different world.
Yeah, those virtual reality things will get you in trouble. Like if you're playing like a fighting game or you're boxing Mike Tyson or something like that, yeah, you might start swinging and hit somebody you shouldn't. But this is one of those that is really different. I love that. I mean, back when I was playing, you didn't have that kind of stuff. Yeah. But he can get as many reps as he wants. You go through football practice. You go through a particular play, you throw the football to the right, and now you got a chance to go back and say, okay, let me look at the entire defense. Yeah. One thing that Bobby Petrino's trying to get with Talen is to get him to really flex that muscle that's going to allow him to see the entire field. Bobby says this about Lamar Jackson. Mm-hmm. He was a guy that we had the play call, we knew where we were going to go with the ball, but then he could see a guy running down the sideline on the right side that the defense just left open. This is going to help him with a wide vision. So I love the fact that you can go in and get as many reps as you possibly want. I can go in and go like, all right, this is where I threw it, but now let me see where else I should have gone. What did that safety do over here? What did that backside corner do? There's so many teaching things that you can get right there. And so when you talk about watching film as a quarterback, you're taking it to a new level because now it's not only just what you see from the all 22. It's what you see from your headgear and how you can improve. You knew you were thinking at that point in time. I think it's awesome. I love the fact that he talked to Jaden Daniels. That is big. We've seen he's done nothing but have success. So I believe that virtual reality is the new phase, and if you're not on it, you're behind.
It really is amazing to see what he's been working with. And I know he's also been working with some new receivers as well. You've talked about it a lot. There's no security blanket with Andrew Armstrong anymore. He's got a lot of new guys out there that he has to work with, but they are talented guys as well, Q.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing. I think we've got a lot of receivers that nobody knows about at this point in time. But I always go back as the starting point for Talen Green in this Arkansas offense. I go back to the Liberty Bowl.
Yep.
You lose your security blanket and Andrew Armstrong, and now you got to figure out how to bring the rest of these guys along. And so Tesla popped up, and then you had some other guys pop up as well. But they had to pop up simply because Talen Green had to lead them. And that gave me an indicator of what Talen was going to do in charge and feeling comfortable in the offense. Because you're at the tail end of the season, and now it's like, I've had this whole season. Now I can help these guys come along. I think now he's got some younger guys, and he's got some new guys that will be able to fill some voids that Bobby Petrino has been looking for. I think when you talk about when Bobby's offense has been the best, you've had a lot of guys who can run those drag routes, a Joe Adams, a Jarius Wright. I think you got that in Raylan Sharp and Cam Shanks. I think you've got 2 punt returners in the middle of the field that's going to cause inside coverage guys problems. And then you got big guys like Monte Harrison on the outside. And C.J. Brown's another guy that can run after the catch. So I'm excited about what they're going to do after the catch, and then I do believe that they're going to have more chunk plays. I think they've got to be able to do that. They only had 52 chunk plays. That's plays of over 20 yards. The leading team in the SEC had over 80. And so you've got to find a way to get up to that aspect of it. But if Talen can do that, if Talen can get to the point where he can increase his percentage from 60 to about 67 or 68%, ball placement, run after the catch, chunk plays, then I think you're going to see Talen Green take his stats to a new level. I think last year he threw for 3,100. I think you can see him around 3,700.
Wow.
He'll increase the touchdowns, decrease the interceptions, and have more rushing yards. And if we do all of that, which I think is very capable. I mean, I don't think that is a stretch. I think you'll see him be able to have a great season.
Well, Talen did talk in his recent Hog Pod about all of the new receivers that they have on the team this year, names that fans aren't familiar with yet, but they will be soon.
I don't even know where to start. You got Omega, deep ball threat, and he's one of the ones that you can throw a hitch or throw a slant, and he can take it to the house too. And he's full package. You can go deep, you can go intermediate, or you can go short game. You got JB, speed. That's what I think about him. And
Jalen Brown.
Yeah, speed, real smooth in his routes. He's one of the ones you can catch a drag, take it to the house, or catch a post and take it to the house. So you got C.J. Brown, really versatile. You can put him in slot, you can put him outside. Like, his knowledge of the offense is really, really good. And like you said, like, we have this different. We ask him to do a lot, whether it's motioning. He can motion all the way to the other side of the field and run a post, a go, or anything, and he's going to continue to do that every single play and every single down. And he's one of the fastest on the team, and his miles per hour in the summer was the fastest. So that's what I like. His speed, and he's homegrown. Like 30 minutes away. Then you got Andy Jean, really smooth with his routes. He's one that can separate, from the defender with his route running. You got Raylan Sharp and Cam Shanks. They're short, but they're quick. It's gonna be really, really hard for a nickel or a defender to keep up with them, because how fast their feet move, and just their knowledge, and everybody sees Cam, what he did last year on the punt returning, but I think people are gonna see he can do that receiver too. And Raylan, he's been in this offense before, and he's one of the leaders in the receiving room, and he's always telling them where to line up or just helping them, in any way. But there's, definitely you got a freshman, Antonio. He's looking really good, 6'6", big frame. He can jump out the gym, and we just threw a fade to him, and he's catching it and crazy stuff. So just seeing that as a freshman, it's wild. His potential is really, really the sky's the limit for him. So
I gotta say, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of those guys. Omega Blake is going to be exciting this season. You mentioned a guy earlier, Cam Shanks, I think is going to be really good for this team as well. Q, who are you looking forward to seeing? Someone new that the fans don't know about yet.
Yeah, I think you got to first start with Corey Robinson, the left tackle. I think that is going to be a huge addition to Arkansas's offensive line. If you feel comfortable enough to move your best offensive lineman, Fernando Carmona, from outside to inside, then you're feeling pretty comfortable. And if you're a quarterback, the best thing you can do is make sure that the left side is taken care of. So I think Corey, with Corey, the addition of him, he's a big guy that has great feet, long arms. If you're going to play left tackle, then you've got to be able to have long arms to keep those ferocious defensive ends from coming after you. And so I love that aspect of it, but I'm also ready to see Mike Washington.
Ooh,
I mean, we've heard so much about Mike Washington and what he brings to the table. All he does is just pop off long runs. That was kind of like, and Bobby Petrino brought up Nile Davis.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool comparison because all Nile did was just hit the sideline, nobody caught him. If we can get that same type of production and then be able to bring in Braylon Russell, that'd be awesome as well. We talked about Cam Shanks and Raylan Sharp. I love that. But then I'm also wanting to see, and this is not a new name, but Keyshawn Blackstock. I want to see what happens with him. He's a guy who started 7 games for you at the offensive front, and now you move him over. He's your number 2 behind Cam Ball. What does that really look like? Because at the end of the day, you got to find a way to get that 2 deep on that defensive front solidified and ready to go. What is the drop-off that happens there? We talk about this all the time. The great teams, they don't have much drop-off between 1 and 2. The question is, how do we handle that when we don't know exactly what's going to take place? Is that drop-off significant? Does he do what he's supposed to do, block that hole, plug that hole so our linebackers can run? Or does he take a wrong step and then it's a 45-yard touchdown run? We got to find that out. He's going to have to learn, but he's 6'5", 320, and I can't wait to see him. You got to find a way to get that on the field.
No, absolutely. And I know we haven't talked too much about Arkansas's opponent in this game, Alabama A&M. We don't want to underestimate them at all because they are coming in here. They would love nothing more than to upset the Razorbacks. But this is one of those games where you got to go in, you got to handle business. So, Q, what are your keys to the game for Arkansas?
Other than showing up on time and the bus drivers being on time, I mean, that's good. No, I'm kidding. But you got to give them credit. I mean, like you talked about, I mean, you got to definitely take everybody seriously because in the age of the transfer portal, you don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Shade is coming from a D2 school, but he brought 11 of his guys with him. So those are going to be guys that understand his process, what they want to do, but we're going to be too physically imposing for them. And I just think it's really simple. I mean, for Arkansas's offense, I want to see the growth of Talen Green.
Yep.
How does he handle certain things, the pressure packages that they're going to throw? From what I understand, they may try to throw some zero coverage, which the band's going to be playing an awful lot if that takes place. But I want to see how the offensive line handles that. I mean, what the communication looks like. Are we not creating lost yardage plays? Talen can beat you physically. There's no doubt about it. Now, if Talen goes ahead and starts winning pre-snap with the pre-snap reads and all the things like that and beats you mentally, now he can just break glass when needed with the athletic ability, and that's just going to be double trouble. And then defensively, I want to see what happens with the cornerbacks. Can you cover one-on-one on the outside? Travis Williams wants to apply pressure. We don't know who the pressure rusher is going to be. Last year was Landon Jackson.
Yep.
If you don't have a pressure rusher with 4, now what do we do to bring 4 or 5 and 6? The only way you can do that is if you got coverage on the outside, and so I want to see what Kanai Walker and Julian does on the outside.
And maybe this is a game where Arkansas actually gets to use some of the depth that they have on this team as well, and we get to see some other guys get some reps in an actual game, which would be good. But kickoff between Arkansas and Alabama A&M is at 3:15 here at Razorback Stadium. You can watch that one on SEC Network. Quinn, I'm so happy it's here.
It's time.
Game day. It is time. All right. For Quinn Grovey, I'm Tera. Talmadge. Everyone, thank you so much for watching our Wooo Pig pregame show. We will see you right back here next week for another one.